Live normally. Going live, going live. Come on. I'm just really excited. Oh, I'm live. All right, welcome back, everybody. Dirk the Red Panda here with Tennis Ace. So, my week has been pretty exciting to say the least. I am done with my finals. So, I'll have a lot more time to pursue endeavors, to say the least. Doesn't mean I'm gonna be doing like once every single day like I did back in like last summer, but I will at least be able to post a bit more frequently or on different days now, so I don't have to stick to just doing it on like Saturdays or Fridays or whatever I did. So yeah, let me see if the chat works. Perfect. Dirk, I just got home. That's the first thing I read. Good job, Dyer. Awesome. So yeah, we got three people. Counted somebody twice. Oh no, four, yeah, because of Dyer. Hello Cat, hello Wolfstar, and hello Gojira. So yeah, what we're gonna be doing tonight is Shoichi's update. And oh my goodness, I am so excited for this one. Like, I had somebody who was chatting to me in the Discord saying that they fangirled so hard over this, and I'm not sure if they want me to give them a little shout out, but their name on Discord is Walrick. Walrick, I think that's how you pronounce it. Walrick White Thunder. It's a bit of a tongue twister. Walrick right White Walrick right. See, it's really hard. Walrick. Okay, I think it's Walrick. Walrick White Thunder. Yeah. Anyway, they basically were just really telling me how excited they are to see my stream tomorrow because they can't see it tonight. They're like supposedly like 8 or so hours ahead. But Dirk, can I be your favorite comedy sub? Aw, thanks, Dyer. I think Jaro is gonna be good competition for you, Dyer. He's the original court gesture of this YouTube chat. Yeah, but you're pretty good, Dyer. Uh, did it? Did everyone realize they were the gay cousin? I am so confused by that, and I'm hoping this is not like a plot twist or whatever. Please don't spoil it for me. I really want to find this out. I almost got it spoiled for me like earlier, or kind of did a little bit, but I'm trying to like get it out of my head. So yeah, I got through finals. So yeah, that's what I was gonna talk about. I got through finals, and I just got my last one done today, and I feel like I've passed everything. And I have two A's so far, and I'm waiting on the last one, which I should get an A in. So possibly straight A's, which would be really exciting for my team. Supposedly we have this like, or not supposedly, we do have a scholar athlete banquet, but supposedly there's a special award or certificate or something they give for people who got a 4.0 during the season they played. So this means I got a 4.0 during the season I played this year, so who knows? And hello, Basket, for. Thanks for joining. Hello, Basket, for joining. Yeah. But yeah, I saw you on Twitter. Wanted to make sure that you didn't miss. Wasn't sure if I should have tagged you and Naira. But oh well. It's great to have you here and to see me totally fangirl and just freak out over Shoichi because, oh my god, love it. Love that guy. And lately, I've been getting a lot more into beach volleyball, and it's it's a much better suit for me. So, yeah, I can imagine myself just playing beach volleyball with him. Oh god, even just not even like romantic, like more casually, even like it's like I don't know how to say like, oh, let's be partners without having it sound romantic. But like, even if we were just beach volleyball partners, like normal, casually, that'd be just fun. Like, he legit would be a good player to play with. He's got height. He could be my blocker. He could set me. Oh god, it'd be great. Anyway, coming out of the closet on the internet is far easier. Don't worry, I've only came out to like my parents, and that's it. So anyway, Oh, one last thing that I forgot to tell you guys, which sounds like I'm selling out. I feel like I'm selling out by saying this, but I have a Patreon. So it's in the description of this YouTube video and in my last one too. I'll start putting in into like my future ones, but yeah, if you want to support my cause and help it so that I can do this more often than I would for having to do like a regular college job or whatever, then yeah, donate to my Patreon and I'll figure what to do with that. So, yeah, right now it's just pretty blank and straightforward. It's just, donate if you feel like it. So, yeah, now that I've talked for, oh my god, 5 minutes, I'm so sorry for anybody who's trying to watch the Shoichi update. So, with all of that out of the way, let's get into the reading. Alright, we ended on day 19, so we have hit the 20s. Hooray. May 31st. We're actually almost getting to the official, dates. We're almost matching our dates, right now in May, with the actual Tennessee dates. Funny fact. So, clerk. Come back again. One of the students in Class 1A waves at me as I leave their attraction. A big, goofy smile on his face. I have to admit, there are quite a few interesting displays set up this year. Class 1A set up a dramatized retelling of the legend of the old gods Izangi and Izanami. The story itself was a pretty well-known myth, but the acting and the lighting effects were very good. I was drawn to it the whole time. Certainly beats the weird version of Romeo and Juliet that I watched yesterday, that's for sure. Still, I looked down at my phone. Part of me is pleading for the day to end already. Even though I've been trying to distract myself, I've had something gnawing at me since the weekend. Shoichi and I barely spoke at all since then. He hasn't had any free time since Monday, which means I've been worrying about him without having any chance to check up on him. And, well, I also kind of miss him. I keep thinking about him whenever I'm alone and idle. It's kind of annoying, to be honest. Now I keep worrying about him all the time, thinking about how his day went and wondering if he's doing well despite us barely talking. Is this what falling for someone is like? It's never happened to me before, so I don't know. Besides, I'm just being silly. It's not like we don't talk at all. We still message each other every day in the morning and right before bed, just like we used to before. Good morning. Hope your day today is great. I'm gonna be a bit busy, so I probably won't be able to hang out with you. Please have fun without me. That was the text he sent me yesterday. Yep, not much has changed. Except for maybe... Good night, Nee. Have sweet dreams. I love you. My cheeks feel a bit hot just reading this stuff again. Shoichi, you dork. Why do you have to be so sweet and dreamy all the time? Oh my god, why did you put the words right into my mouth basket? Come on. That was too easy. Ugh. It scares me just how quickly I'm getting attached to him in a whole different way than I was before. The more time I have to adjust to these new feelings, the more strongly they come up. If anything, now that I know they're there and what they are, it feels like they're resonating even stronger inside of me. God, I sound so stupid and mushy to even to myself. I really need a distraction right now. A figure at the corner of my eye catches my attention. I turn around to look and... Oh. Got me. I even kind of respect Haruki a little bit. Haruki-kun? I see the wolf's ears twitch when I call out his name and he turns around to face me. Probably non-caringly and pissed off. Why did I even call him? His name just came out of my lips before I noticed it. Oh, it's you. What's with that look on your face? You lost or something? Haruki raises an eyebrow, looking at me with just as much confusion as I'm feeling right now. What? Is there something on my face? He hasn't noticed it? Or maybe I'm just mistaken. I think this is the first time he ever managed to greet me without insulting me. Nah, it's nothing. Sorry, I'm just a bit out of it. The change is so slight that I barely even notice it, but Haruki's body immediately shifts when I say so. His shoulders quiver and slump a little bit. His eyebrow lie just a bit flatter and his tail lowers itself, almost going under its legs. Is everything okay? Is he concerned for me? Yeah, I'm fine. I just have a lot on my mind. How are you doing? The wolf shrugs, looking out the windows of the hallway and staring out at the masses in the courtyard down below. I'm alright, I guess. The entire volleyball team was pretty down after this match this weekend, and with the third years all retiring, the mood has gone a bit weird. It doesn't help we can't use our courts either. Yeah. Oh, I feel so bad for him. It's like I know he's not a senior, but this is so terrible knowing that the team season is over. We're both in that same situation, Shoichi. Both you and me, our seasons are over, and it's like we're retiring. He might be done with volleyball. I might be done with volleyball. We don't know if we're gonna play it in college or during college. Oh my god, I'm trying so hard to relate to him. I'm so dorky. Anyway, his eyes focus on me again. Once he sees the expression on my face, he mutters a curse word to himself. Sorry, I shouldn't have brought that up. Is everything okay with the dog? Beats me. Beats you. Aren't you his Before he can finish his sentence, I wrap my hands around his muzzle, forcing them shut. I can hear a stifled yelp and the wolf jumps away from me. Ow, 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 ow. What's the big idea? A little tear forms around the corner of his left eye and he pokes his tongue a few times, wincing in pain. Oh god. Did you just poke him? You're a dork. You're such a clumsy dork. Oh, I thought you said start over. Sorry, I looked at Flying Price's comment saying everything, start over the video. I'm like, no, my mic died or something. Like, I freaked out mentally going, if I didn't get any of that recorded, I would have been dead. But nah, my mic is fine. Carry on. Are you okay? No, I'm not okay. You just closed my teeth on my tongue. Sorry. It's just... we're in public. The wolf freezes. After a few seconds frozen still, he turns around mechanically to see quite a few people stopped on the hallway with their eyes stuck on him. Sorry. He mutters a quick apology to the crowd that stares at us and then turns away from them again. This is such a change in character, though. I wouldn't expect him to do this, over the, 6 or so days that we've been with him. He's changed so much. I really want him to be, a good friend with us now, or, a side character. That'd be so fun. You know what I mean by side character. Part of the friend group, at least. At least maybe case friend. It'd be fun. Aren't you well behaved today? Or, aren't you well behaved today? Shut up, dork. Couldn't have said it any better. Oh, ouch. Careful, you might end up cutting someone with all these sharp wits. To get back to what I was saying, is everything alright with the dog? I haven't seen him since Sunday. He usually doesn't leave me alone for this long. I didn't know you guys used to hang out. We didn't. I mean, he's always hounding me to go to practice and to be nicer to our teammates and blah blah blah. Also, you're trying to dodge my question. Oh, you notice, huh? I might not be the brightest guy out there, but I'm not stupid either. To be honest, I'm not too sure. Shuichi and I hung out with the others for a bit on Monday, but it was just a little while. We haven't really talked at all outside of that. Oh, you think he's trying to avoid you because he doesn't want to worry you? I do now. Oh, sorry. He lifts a hand in the air as he apologizes, although his face remains completely neutral and unfazed. I think I liked it better when you were insulting me instead of trying to be helpful. Huh? What do you mean? Never mind. Yep, totally unaware. What about you? Are you okay considering the loss on Sunday? Haruki shrugs, looking none the worse for where all things considering. It doesn't hurt me as bad since I barely even became part of this team. Besides, this wasn't my last year and I never really played with the seniors, so leaving them doesn't affect me much. I guess that's true, but it's still a bit frustrating to have lost after I finally got to play. He clenches his fist. Haruki's lips press together so tightly that they become a single thin line. I see. I'm glad. You're glad I'm feeling frustrated? You're kind of an ass, aren't you? I don't mean it like that. Just that I'm glad even you can feel frustrated about losing. The wolf puts a hand on the windowsill, looking out at the courtyard once again. I guess. Hey, I have nothing better to do right now. Do you want to come with me someplace quieter so we can just talk? I kind of want some company. Oh my god, is this gonna go in the direction where I think it is? I'm thinking about this going in two possible directions. One, Haruki becomes part of the friend group. Two, Haruki starts hitting on Nico and actually was in love with Nico before getting pushed away on like the character select days. That would be really fun to see, like in a different route, but in an alternate universe somewhere. Just to see, because you could have been a dating option. The bad boy. Sorry. Just got a bit too caught up over there. Anyway, he raises an eyebrow, looking me up and down with suspicion. Sure. You don't have to look at me like that. I'm not plotting anything. Oh, what? Okay. Awkward transition. Da. The white wolf takes a look around the empty room, whistling once he looks over all the massive inside instruments. I'm surprised they didn't empty out this room for the festival. There's a lot of old, expensive stuff here. They didn't want to risk moving them. Or at least that's what June said. June. Is he that squirrely little tiger that was with you guys on Saturday? I think that was his name anyway. Yeah, that's him. Although I'm pretty sure he wouldn't like being called squirrely. Or fat, for that matter. Well, was there anything you wanted? Not really. I just thought we could talk for a bit. He crosses his arms, looking at me with a raised eyebrow. Really? We barely knew each other, and all of a sudden you want to talk? What, did you run out of friends so you decided to go for the next best thing to keep you company? You talk too much. Isn't that exactly why you wanted me to come here? Fair. He cocks his head to the side, looking me over with puckered lips. Is everything alright? You're acting strange. So are you. Since when are you so nice? I've been trying to stay distracted, but I'm a little worried about Shoichi. You said you hung out with him on Monday, didn't you? Did it look like there was something wrong? No. He didn't look upset or worried or anything. Or he didn't look upset or worried or anything. No. He seemed totally fine and energetic. Haruki raises an eyebrow. So, what's the problem? Can't you see? He looked totally fine. That's the problem. Don't look at me like that. I'm not crazy. You're certainly not helping your case, Eddie. It's just. I can't shake this feeling that he's hiding something. I mean, God, he's always been the type to stay silent when he's hurting because he doesn't want to bother others. That sounds like a royal pain in the ass. Must be all too familiar to you by now. Was that a gay joke? Yes. I'm particularly proud of that one. Why did I want to talk to you again? Beats me. I was just asking myself the same thing. Wait. Hold on, let me see the joke again. I can't shake. It's. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I totally overlooked that. Totally royal pain in the ass. Oh, come on. Low hanging fruit. They better kiss at the end. Beats me. I just want to get my mind off of it. I want to be able to enjoy myself instead of just worrying about how he's feeling. You shouldn't worry so much. I'm sure he's fine. He probably didn't say anything because there's nothing to say. But you can't know that. Well, if there was, he probably would have told you about it by now. But I already told you, he's the type to keep things in. You know that? Or, you know what? You're right. He's probably destroyed right now. Actually, if you strain your ears a little bit, you can hear the sound of him sobbing uncontrollably over his broken heart. Why are you making it worse? Hey, I tried to make it better. You keep fighting me over it. Point taken. Haruki pulls a chair and takes a seat, sighing as he looks up at me. Listen, I don't know why you thought I would be good company when you're like this. I'm not good at dealing with emotional people. I can insult you a few times if you want. That I'm good at. It's fine. I think I just need to have a normal conversation without worrying that others are worried about me. Then I guess you've come to the right person. I don't give two shits about you. I know what I just said was basically asking for it, but you still could have said that in a nicer way. He shrugs. Could've, should've, didn't. You're such an ass sometimes. Well, you would know about asses, wouldn't you? Oh, come on. 2 for 2, baby. Was that another gay joke? Yes. I've got a bunch written down. Want to see? No, I don't want to see you, weirdo. Oh, finally, there's a smile. Oh, he's grinning too. How nice. So that's your strategy. Antagonize me until I laugh? Nah. Antagonizing you was just supposed to be fun for me. You laughing is an unfortunate side effect. Sure. By the way, did your little brother come over to see the festival? Taro? Not really. He's really busy studying. He's not exactly doing well at school. Why the sudden shift to my brother, though? I just remember you two seemed to be really close when I met him, so I was curious. Nah, he's an antagonistic little shit. He'll be the death of me one of these days. Your brother is much cuter. FBI, open up! I'm sorry, I had to put that joke in there. But I get what he's saying, but you don't know the half of it, Haruki. You don't know the half of it. You just say that because he's polite to strangers. He's a nightmare for me to deal with also. Is that so? Huh. Would have never thought of it. You know, I was pretty surprised to be your I was pretty surprised to be your softer side. Or, he got to your softer side, probably. I was pretty surprised he got to your softer side. It was nice. Haruki crosses his arms, leaning back on his chair and shooting me an unfriendly glare, with furrowed eyebrows and bared fangs. Soft? I'm not soft. That's for mushy people. Mushy people? Yeah, the kind that are all, whoa, my feelings and whatnot. Ugh, makes me sick just thinking about it. You have issues, dude. Don't we all? I love the grin for it, though. Like, don't we all have issues? I'm loving Haruki more and more as a character now. Like, he's getting pretty well written now. Even if he is, like, antagonistic and a bit out of character for being nice, quote unquote, it's like he's redeeming himself so well. Like, I'm getting such a good redemption arc vibe from him. Why are you writing such good characters, Basket? Anyway, now that's a little too negative for my liking. The wolf shrugs. He seems to like shrugging quite a lot. Kinda like me. I've already lost count how many times he did it already, or today. What about your brother? Did he come over to check on the festival? Nah, he's not very interested in school festivals, and he'd rather spend his time studying and practicing. Practicing? Does he also play tennis like you? Yeah, he's pretty good too. What's his rank? Do they even have ranks for children leagues? Right now, he's ranked 45th in the country in the U14 league. Not as good as number 2 in the country. Sorry, just had to pull that joke out. Oh, that's not very high. He still has a way to go, but he's very spirited. It must be pretty hard for him to compete like that. What do you mean? A brother that is famous in all of Japan for playing the same sport, considered one of the most talented players to ever come out of the country, and he's barely in the top 50. He probably gets compared to you a lot. Oh, I never thought of that. Haruki raises an eyebrow, putting a hand on his waist and looking at me funny. I would also do the same thing too, cause holy crap, he's probably been playing tennis for like at least 3 years or so, and you've been playing tennis for like 6 or so years, maybe even more than that, and you haven't noticed all those years that your little brother was cheering you on and like pretty much trying to follow in your footsteps. You haven't had that realization of, oh, maybe it is kind of tough for him to be in those footsteps. Like, I had a player on my team that was totally like that in high school, where he was the coach's son. He had 3 older brothers that played like NCAA. Like, 1 or 2 of them had played D1, like Division 1 volleyball. And then he had like kind of all the pressure of that and trying to find a college and getting worried about that and winning state or whatnot, like his older brothers. He eventually got into D1 college, but yeah, interesting footsteps he had to follow through. It wasn't considered as amazing, I don't think. At least in my opinion. But anyway, moving on. With all due offense, you're an idiot. All due offense? Yes. I meant that I knew what I was saying could be read as being offensive, and that's what I wanted to do. You're a jerk. Thank you. Seriously, why did I ever decide to talk to you? I don't know. Hope it wasn't because you wanted to come see me, or because you wanted to come on to me. Yeah, no. You're quite a catch, I'm sure, but I already have a boyfriend. Oh, got him! Got him! Aw, are you sure? I was looking forward to rejecting you. It would have been fun. I can't tell whether you're joking or not, and that worries me a little bit. Jeez, relax. I'm mostly joking. Mostly? Oh, goodness. All the characters are gay. All the characters are gay. No, I'm kidding. But, like, that's one of the stupid tropes with visual novels, is that all the main characters, or at least all the characters that are, like, within the main characters, like, arm distance or whatever, like, the characters you interact with normally are all gay, and that is technically the case in Echo, I'd say. Definitely in extracurricular activities for the most part. I mean, besides Maria, obviously, because gotta have a token girl in there for characters. But yeah, it's like pretty much extracurricular. I'm assuming Wolfstar's got to be like that. So like probably Wolfstar, Tennis Ace, Echo, uh, Lagoon Lounge, Nekujishi, and then but Tennis Ace kind of breaks that in that like you have Harukyu's probably not. I don't think he is gay. Like even though you say he's bi cat, I don't think he is. I think he just plays it up. Like I have a friend who does that where it's like we hang out. It's like he'll play it up as a joke, and he's totally not. He does it because he was in theater, but people can play it off well. But yeah, Haruki isn't. Saya isn't. Then there's Gin and Jin. It's like the thing is, Tennis Ace has so many characters you interact with that, like often enough that's like you're not just everybody's gay that you hang around. So that's pretty nice. I take that back about Echo because you do hang out with people that are not gay. Anyway, so mostly, this dude really scares me sometimes. Speaking of homo, how goes it with you and the big gay dog? You two looked awfully chummy on Saturday. Speaking of homo, big gay dog, where the hell are you getting these phrases? Hey, it's really dull around here. I have to amuse myself in any way I can. I feel like the nicer he becomes to me, the less offensive his insults become, and they turn more and more ridiculous instead. Oh, excuse me. I'd say, well, regardless, it's hardly any of your business how things are going between the two of us. It's bad enough we're dating. Oh, come on. I'm part of the reason you two even hooked up in the first place. At least satisfy my curiosity. Why are you even curious about that of all things? Haruki shrugs. I have very few friends. Not much to talk about. Come on, spill. There's not much to tell. We just kissed a few times and maybe hugged for a bit. That's it. Wow, you guys are boring. I thought you two would have fucked by now. And very straightforward is Haruki. I object to this entire conversation. We don't even know if we're gonna do this in this update. Are we gonna bang? Please don't spoil it for me, but I'm saying that as a rhetorical question. Hopefully, yes. Oh my god, why did I just say that? Oh god. YouTube just breaks in. Nope, this video's taken down. Oh god, I'm sorry. We all getting thirsty in the chat. Oh please, you already had a reputation as a playboy here. I know you dated a ton before. You expect me to believe you're some kind of bashful virgin? Give me a break. That is hardly any of my business. Yeah, got it. No need to parrot it back to me. I'm just saying, if I'd been dating someone for a week, I'd have already sealed the deal. And we have the character that would have been the easiest to bang on this game. If Haruki was an option, it would have been like character select days 1. And then it's just like 2 days later, we're in bed with him. That's what I bet it would have been like if Basket wrote that. You're so crude. Besides, it's not like I'm bashful about sex or whatnot. It's just that he cocks his head to the side, a big grin on his face, or as big as Haruki could ever make. Seriously, why are we even talking about this? Because watching you squirm is fun. Come on, you've already said this much. Might as well say the whole thing. No, I refuse. Absolutely not. Nuh-uh, no way. What a bore. Better a bore than a bore. Ooh, ouch, my poor feelings. How will I ever recover from these painful words? Just shut up already. Sure thing, boss. Ugh, don't call me that. I think I just felt a chill run up my spine. Alright, whatever you say, fag. Oh god, did I just say that? Sorry, guys. I just didn't really think about that word. The F word. Why do I bother? Beats me. If it makes you feel any better, very few people have gotten this far before. Oh yeah, and what do they get what do they get to show for putting up with you so often? They have me to insult them on a daily basis. Wow, some treasure. They seem to enjoy it at least. Part of me is afraid of discovering who these people are, but then again, I do tease and mess with my friends all the time. It's so easy to describe. It's like he's such a tough love kind of friend. Like he's the guy who like will just shit talk with you, but like it'll come off as like brash and being an ass, and then you become friends with him and you start to know that it's like just out of good fun and favoring with you guys, and that if he keeps teasing you and you start getting behind it, then he's gonna be a lot more comfortable with you, and you know, it's like at first it's like just get away from me, but yeah, the more you interact with him, the more he's just like screw you, like kind of like that attitude. That'd be so cool to have Haruki as an additional friend. So anyway, guess I'm not one to talk. So what are you going to do now? Surely you don't plan on studying locked up in a room alone with me. And to be honest, neither would I want to. Gee, thanks. Your presence is lovely too. Heh. I don't know. I want to hang out with Shoichi, but he's probably really busy today. He didn't say anything about us meeting in his messages to me this morning, so I'm assuming that's the case unless told otherwise. Why can't you just be upfront and say, hey, why can't you just be upfront and say, hey, I just want us to spend time together? I don't want to be clingy. He might get tired of me if I did that. I don't know if I want to risk it. Oh dear God, why does everything have to be so difficult with you? Are you this indecisive with everything? Pretty much. If I were in the dog's shoes, I'd get tired of this indecisiveness instead. Just go talk to him for Pete's sake. But what if he's really busy and still decides to take time off to be with me? Then I'm just burdening him. He's your boyfriend. That's what he's there for. Just don't abuse it and you'll be fine. But for crying out loud, just go already before I smack the ever-living shit out of you. Oh, got it. Great. Go hunt for your boyfriend around campus. It's his job to keep you entertained, not mine. Besides, I already have plans and I can't spend too much time here. You have plans? I did just tell you I did just tell you also have friends. I did just tell you I also have friends. You don't have to sound so surprised. I'm not surprised. Sure you're not. Anyway, I'm gonna leave now. Good luck with your relationship problems, loser. Bye. Might as well. Come on, let's finally see Shoichi. I've been standing in front of this door for the past 2 minutes without having the courage to knock. Just do it already! I can't hear any voices on the inside, so I assume that if Shoichi's her, at least he's alone. Or maybe the room just has better sound insulation than I thought. Why am I getting so nervous over small things? Just knock on the damn door and be done with it. Alright. Here I go. I timidly knock on the door. For some reason, my heart is racing a little bit. God, I really hope I don't end up becoming a bother. That's the last thing I want right now. I can't hear any sounds on the other side for a few seconds. Maybe the room is empty after all. Just just when I'm about to give up, I hear the sound of the door unlocking from the inside. Who? He's wearing those glasses. Aw, you're so cute. Shuichi opens the door, his eyes going wide as when he sees me. Nee, what are you doing here? Oh, hi. To be honest, I'm not quite sure myself. Is everything okay? Yeah, everything's pretty okay. I guess I don't know, I missed you. I see. I'm flattered to hear that. Sorry to bother you. I know you're busy, but I was kinda hoping we could get some time to hang out together. Well, dun dun! He finally reunited with his sister again. Hooray! Ah, Nika-san, I thought it was your voice I heard. Oh, Hitsuka-chan! Hi, what brings you here? I could ask you the same question. You're not in the student council, are you? Well, I'll explain it. If I leave it up to you, you're probably gonna tell a really inaccurate version that paints you as some kind of savior or something of the sorts. Hitsuka pouts, crossing her arms and huffing. Oh, never mind. I thought she was gonna say something. A few of our senior members left the council to focus on studying for their entrance exams, so we were short-staffed. We were taking volunteer to help during the festival. Yeah, so I volunteered to help them. Aren't I thoughtful? You just want an excuse to spend time chatting. You've barely done any work yet. Why didn't you tell me? I would have offered to help. We're not constrained enough that I directly ask a friend of mine for help. Part of the reason I can work so hard on this is because I want you guys to have fun. Besides, while we are certainly a bit short-staffed, things aren't that bad. He says a little, but in reality, he's the only senior left in the council. Over a third of the members left in the past 2 weeks alone because they couldn't handle studying and the workload of the festival. Hitsuka, don't tell him that. You dumbass. What can I do to help? No. I don't want to burden you with this kind of thing. And I don't want to watch you working yourself to death. And don't even argue with me on that because we both know you'd be capable of that. Besides, this might be the only way I get to spend time with you during the festival. Hitaka wraps her arms around Shuichi's arm, smiling. So we can spend the last day together, right? Sorry, Nico-kun, but this is my only chance to spend a festival with Shoichi before he graduates. You understand, right? Well, don't just decide this kind of thing on your own. I was already thinking of making plans. What? But we haven't hung out together at all in months, even though you promised me during Dad's birthday party. Now you're gonna ditch me during the festival too? Shuichi looks between the two of us nervously. Womp womp. Oh boy. It's fine. Hitsuka's right. This is her only chance to spend a festival with her brother as students. This is her only chance to spend a festival with her brother as students of the same high school. You and I already had the past 2 years together. This is fine. But. Alright. We should get back to work. We need to get all of this crap done so we can actually have tomorrow free. Oh god. Bless her heart. She's totally clueless about us. Man, I can't even imagine how she'd take the news if she found out. Why did you say that? I was planning to spend the last day of the festival with you. Oh crap, my phone is going off. Fuck! Hold on. Ugh. Sorry about that, guys. Rip. Well, anyway, I had to unplug my landline there because I'm still living at home. People still use landlines, I know. Anyway, dramatic part. Nee, I. Why did you say that? I was planning to spend the last day of the festival with you. It's fine. Hitaka's your sister. She shouldn't have to be fighting with me for your attention. Yeah, she is. Or, yeah, she is. But. But you're also my boyfriend. Shoichi whispers the last part of this sentence so his sister can't hear us inside. It's not like it's the end of the world. She doesn't know, so she has no idea she's imposing. Yeah. Is there no way you could get off for today so we could spend at least some time together? I don't think so. We need to have at least one official student council member in here to mediate any disputes between students. We're also working on a bunch of forms right now. What type of forms? Complaints, suggestions, that kind of stuff. We get swarmed with them at the end of every day, and it usually takes me a full day to get through them on my own. You shouldn't be doing these on your own. Come on, Shoichi, let us help. Hitaka showed up saying she was going to help, so I could go out and enjoy myself too. But in the time it took me to go through 12, she has done 2. Ouch. That's pretty slow. Or maybe you're just too fast? Nah, she's just slow. She's just... Yeah, she ain't the quickest, sharpest tool in the shed. I can hear you! Her voice echoes from inside the room, but apparently a very good listener. Yep. If I can help, is there any chance you'd get done earlier? Or if I help? That depends. On my own, it would still take me about 6 hours to finish, which would mean I'd finish at 7 p.m. when the festival ends for the day. With Hitaka helping, maybe I could shave an hour off of that. It would honestly depend on how fast you're about to go through these forms. Alright, my goal is to shave off at least 3 hours off of that time frame then. As long as you can go faster than you did making paper lanterns, that would be good. What? That would mean you would have to be going at the exact same pace as I am. Hey, I could be pretty efficient if I set my mind to it. So long as you promise to spend time with me if I manage to do it. Yeah, of course. If I can spend time with you, then I'll do it. Great. Let's get to it. I love how this is day 20. Paperwork with Shoichi. Let me change the title to that. I wish you could just change it, like, on the menu here. Not on the menu, but, like, from the title box. You know what I mean. Like, instead of having to hit edit stream, let me change it from Best Boy Update to Paperwork with Best Boy. And save. Alright. Yes, Flying Christ. Like, she exudes that, like, bubbly, like, cheerful, I want to be fun type of personality. Like, look at me. So, wow. Shoichi looks very sophisticated with his glasses. As soon as I walk into the room, I see multiple piles of papers stacked loosely on top of the table. Whoa, you weren't kidding when you said there are a lot of these. Yeah, it wouldn't be much of a problem if we had a few people working on it, as intended, but as things are, it's kind of troublesome. What about the volunteers? Couldn't they do the work? They have no idea how the council works. The only reason Hitaka can do these forms is because I'm here to tell her what to do whenever she has questions. Hey, I barely asked any questions. Yes, and frankly that scares me a little bit because I'm afraid of all the errors I'm probably going to find once I go over the forms you worked on. Hey! Alright, what do you need me to do? The forms are pretty simple. The The forms are pretty simple. Students fill in their information, the nature of their complaint or dispute, and we have to write down what measure is taken about it. Then the forms are returned to the students. Before we can return them, though, we need to make copies of them and then sign and stamp these copies for our own records. That's what most of the work here is going to be. Oh, and just so we're clear, we've already taken measures about all of these. We just need to write things down in the forms and then file them in the appropriate place. Sounds to me like your issue lies with bureaucracy weighing it down instead of the workload being super huge. You're not entirely wrong. It didn't take me more than 40 minutes to go through all of these and decide what measures needed to be taken. That's what the other members of the councils are doing right now. They're out putting those measures into play. And that's supposed to take over 6 hours? How slow are you guys? The council isn't very big in the first place, so we have around 4 members going around campus and mediating over over 100 disputes. Not to mention a lot of students refuse to accept our rulings, so it takes a while to work with those. Well, I'm glad I never joined the student council. It's a very good extracurricular for your student record, though. It can help you get into a good college. Or be like me, who just did volleyball and still got into a good college. Not out of high school, but from transferring. Like, if you get good grades in community college and do some sort of extracurricular, whether that's athletics or like student government or chem club or whatever club you do. I just know somebody who's a chem club president. That's why I said that. They kind of remind me of Shoichi in the sense where it's like they're super organized. They're very like meticulous about the paperwork. Like they're very on their shit with things, and it's like I'm getting that vibe, and it's like they're a very nice person to say the least. But don't mess with them. They will kill you. Like, not sure if theoretically, but yeah, it's like they're the type of person where it's like silent but deadly. or yeah. But anyway, it's like it's really good to know somebody like that where it's like they're very into the student council or very into the school life and campus life, but also good with like sports and friends like this. Sounds very well-rounded. Like, Shuichi's your stereotypical well-rounded person. I knew a bunch of those in high school, and then I got to community college, and one guy is kind of like that, I'd say. Like, maybe 2 or 3. But the rest don't really do much for the academic stuff or student council-related stuff. Anyway, that is a weird tangent. Oh, congrats, King's Ace on National Honor Society. I accidentally applied for that my freshman year when I could only do it my junior year. And then I forgot to do it my junior year. So I never got a part of that. But I did make the dean's list in community college. Woo! Anyway, totally useless for me. Yeah, I suppose. Here, since you said you'll do half of my stuff. Thwop! Shoichi walks up with the largest pile of paper that was set right in the front of one of the empty seats and takes roughly half of them, setting them in front of his seat. Here, you can sit next to me. That way I can supervise you while you work. Gotcha. I pull up a chair and take my seat as he instructed, picking up and reading the forms in front of me. Hithaka is sitting directly across from us on the table, and she seems to be pretty absorbed in the stuff she's reading. Here, Nichan, what was the resolution for this one form? It says here the sewing club filed against the pottery club for ruining a few of their textiles with clay. Yeah, I remember that one. The pottery club will have their annual budget slashed in an amount equal to the cost of materials to make said textiles, as well as having to move their machines away from the sewing club's booth. This is the kind of stuff you get. Couldn't the students settle these issues themselves? A lot of people don't like confrontation, so they prefer to escalate issues to us without saying a word about it. In other words, they like going to see your manager. They like to be the white mom that's like, "Can I see your manager?" And then just takes it up to the next 5 levels. People are so petty with government at times. That's a pain. Agreed. Oh, by the way, the forms I'm handing you are the empty ones. I'm gonna have you make the copies for the council. If I have to keep interrupting myself to fill both of you into what to write down, I'll never get work done. That's fine. I pick up a pen and start going over the forms. They're pretty thorough. Students need to fill out their full name, age, class, student ID number of their club or class president if applicable, data on the person or club they're complaining about. Jeez. That's a lot of stuff. No wonder these things no wonder these things take for fucking ever. Oh, here's another one, Nichan. The cooking club has their kitchen right next to the chemistry club's lab, and they said the smell of the chemicals is so strong people are leaving their master class in the middle of it. Oh my god. Right when I mentioned chemistry club, and I have a friend who did chemistry club. Everything ties in together. I never went to their chemistry club. I got too busy. Anyway. Oh yeah, that one was tough. We had the chemistry club close all windows that are directly next to the cooking club's own windows so that the smell would leave only from the far side. Here's hoping none of the trapped fumes are the toxic kind. Oh god, next update, Shoichi gets sued for having the chem club get killed. It's like, shoot, we were trying to make that gas from hold on. No, I'm not gonna do it. It's like, shoot, we were trying to make cyanide, and things didn't turn out too well. I tried to tune myself out of their semi-constant back and forth, trying to focus instead of copying these as fast as I can. After a few minutes of this, I start to feel something on my leg. Ew, get that away from me, Shoichi. At first, it barely even registers, but then I realize that Shuichi's hand is resting on top of my right leg, and that he's stroking it idly. Different strokes for different folks. Ooh. When I look to the side, he has one hand under the table and another writing things down on his forms. In fact, he's not even acknowledging what he's doing or that I'm looking at him. And he's stroking me so slowly, too. It's almost like he doesn't even realize he's doing it because he's so focused. He's just like masterfully writing things down, flips page with one hand and writes with one hand, while stroking Nico's leg slowly back and forth with the other. Damn, dude's like dedicated. Although, while the feeling is very nice, it's kind of distracting for me. Shuichi? Yeah? Do you need help with something? Even when I call out to him, the hand remains there. He either really doesn't notice what he's doing, or he's very brazen about it. This form here. I'm having trouble reading your handwriting. What's this word supposed to be? Oh, sorry. I wrote these in a hurry. Let me see. It says equitable. Got it. Thanks. I can't bring myself to call his attention to it. Even though it's distracting, I like it. Damn it, Kamari. Oh, God. Strokes the leg. Higher. Dirk, I can't stream because I have to do finals. Me, I'm proud of you. Wait, I'm proud of you, Dirk. Me, holds up hands. Yeetus deletus. Finals disappeared from existence. It's too late to do that, Dirk, as I took them already. They're all done. Woo! But anyway. So, yeah, they are gone from the existence. I've always liked it when he would pet me or hug me. I just tried not to show it. I just hope Hithaka-chan doesn't notice it. A few hours later. Oh man, I can't believe this. We actually managed to finish them in 2 hours. This is what happens when you actually get people to help you, Shoichi. See? I told you I could be helpful. Sure, once you stopped goofing around and actually went at it at a reasonable pace. Gah! Well, with this, I should be free for the rest of the day. And if luck would permit it, tomorrow. It's so good to be done with work. Yeah, it's really great. What's the matter? You don't seem very excited. Oh, don't worry. I definitely am. Looks down. Excited? Huh? Oh no. Oh no. I still can't decide if he's just very good at playing clueless or if he really didn't notice it. It's just like, looks at us like, God damn it, I gave him a full hand job. Over the past 2 hours, he kept intermittently touching and stroking my leg. A few times, he even went down my thigh. That'd be funny if Nico was just like, hey, I have a question for you, Shoichi. What would be the rule on sexual harassment? Well, while he's still touching you, pulls out the rules. It's like, what counts as sexual harassment? Touching when you don't want to be touched. About that. I'm sorry. This is just funny. Get dunked out, girl. Oh, God. That'd be a funny title for the video. Shoichi dunks on his own sister. Other times, he got dangerously close to my crotch, like I said. It's a wonder I was able to work it was a wonder I was able to work at all like this. But I do have a side effect at the moment that I need to worry about. Since we're free, how about we go out and do something together? Sorry, Hitaga. I'm definitely gonna go out with you tomorrow, but at least let me spend the rest of the day with Nico. Boo! You guys already hang out together all the time! Yeah, but this will be our last... Hold on. Gastric acids! Oh no, the chat's going black again. God, now I can't read it. Why does this keep happening to my chat? It just randomly turns from white font to black font. And I don't know why. Let me pop out the chat and restore it. Nope, still have a problem. So, yeah, but this will be our last festival together before he moves out of the country entirely. Come on, don't be so unreasonable. Hitaga sighs, crossing her arms and leaning back on her chair. Fine, fine. If it means that much to you. But you're not escaping me tomorrow, do you hear me? Loud and clear. Okay, I'll see you boys tomorrow. I'm gonna see if my friend's display still has any openings. Gotcha. Have fun. Bye-bye. Bye, Nico-kun. She blows me a kiss as she walks up to the door, not even giving me a chance to respond, and the erection suddenly goes down. She's as energetic as usual, I see. Yeah, and just as pushy too. Hey, how about we go look for something to do? I didn't expect to have alone time together this week, but I am definitely not going to waste it. I think I need a minute first. Did something happen? You didn't notice what you were doing? I have a hard time believing it. What was I doing? Touching me under the table. Oh, that. I thought I was just giving you some encouragement. Oh, God. That's what Monica Lewinsky said. I'm sorry, I had to make that joke. I knew it! You knew exactly what you were doing. Well, no, not at first. I think I just started doing it out of habit, and because I just wanted to do it so much I ended up doing it without noticing. But eventually I realized it and also noticed you didn't do anything about it, so I tried to get a bit bolder. Does this mean I got a reaction out of you? You certainly got something reacting. Oh, wow. I didn't think that would happen. I swear I wasn't trying to. I was trying something a bit more risque, but still innocent. There's nothing innocent about what you were doing, perverted dog. Who's the real pervert? Me? Or the guy who got the boner? Don't try to throw this on me. It's alright. Shoichi squeezes my thigh encouragingly, and I jump back onto my feet. The sudden shock that I felt running up my spine made me move without even thinking. Oh wow, that really is pretty noticeable. We should probably wait for it to calm down a bit before we even think about going outside. Don't let I be caught with a school president and a boner. That would be hell awkward. I grab a few sheets of paper and hold them in front of my crotch to hide it from his eyes. Careful, you might poke a hole into those with that thing. Oh my god, Shoichi. God, you're too nice. You're too funny. Stop teasing me about it. Oh, come on. Is it really that embarrassing? I'm your boyfriend. Besides, you've already touched mine. It was over my shorts, but still. I can't not feel awkward about it. I'm not used to showing myself off in front of you of all people. I get being a little embarrassed, I mean. I have to admit, I do feel a bit flustered right now with this whole situation. But you don't have to freak out over it. You weren't exactly calm when you told me about yours either. In fact, you were red as a tomato. A bit. But after I did, I realized it wasn't that big of a deal, and it doesn't bother me much anymore. If anything, you're being so coy and panicky over if anything, you being so coy and panicky over it is the thing getting me to freak out right now. Oh. It's not like I'm asking you to show it to me or anything. Just don't freak out so much about it. I sit back down next to Shoichi, looking down at the table and feeling my face burning. Are you okay? I didn't mean to make you feel so self-conscious. I'm sorry. I'm fine. Just feeling a bit embarrassed. I feel something soft against my cheek, realizing a second late that I've been kissed. I've been kissed! Thanks for the help today. Now I get to actually have time to spend with you. I hope I wasn't a bother. Not at all. You could never be a bother. I love you, Ni. Shoichi grabs my hand, squeezing it tightly and nuzzling my cheek with his nose. Oh my god, I'm just getting the feels now. Hey. Can I get a kiss? Here? We're alone, aren't we? Why not? No one can see us inside either. Okay. Shoichi slowly leans into me. I close my eyes in anticipation for it. I feel his lips touching against mine, very gently and slowly at first. Once they come fully into contact with each other, Shoichi wraps an arm around my waist and pulls as close as he can given our positions on these two chairs. Our lips smack against each other. Shoichi teases my lower lip with the tip of his teeth, still never does more than that. The kiss doesn't last long and he soon pulls away from me, smiling from ear to ear. Oh man, I suddenly feel the energy to go the rest of the day without the complaints. Or to go the rest of the day without complaints. Yeah, it was pretty nice. I didn't realize how much I wanted to kiss him until I just did. Oh, Shoichi! Oh my god, what was he gonna say? Shoichi, I was gonna say I want more! Come on! You suck! Urata-san, I'm done for the day. Do you need help? Weasel walks into the room, looking at the table and seeing both Shoichi and I. As soon as the door opened, the two of us jumped apart, looking nervously at the door. Oh, did you actually get a volunteer to help you? Yeah, we actually finished all the paperwork a few minutes ago. You don't have to stick around. Whoa, seriously? That was fast. I thought you said it would take until the end of the day to do them. Yeah, but we had two volunteers to help, and one of them was a really fast worker, so I actually got things done in record time. Pretty neat, huh? I'm gonna text the other members telling them work is done for the day once they finish their assignments. Everyone was talking about coming over if they get done early to help you. That's sweet of you guys. Thankfully, everything is already done. Go on, you guys worked really hard to put the festival together. Just enjoy whatever you can of it. Alright, see you next week, Prez. See ya. Aw. Poor Shoichi being the only member of the student council. Ah, God. Well, I give this poor dude a hug. And he's actually really cute in glasses. Like, the more I look at it, at first it's like, oh my god, him wearing glasses is such an odd appearance. But then the glasses really start to blend in. I think the fact that they don't have a top rim is really good. Pretty safe to say the mood just tanked. Yeah. Well, did you manage to calm down at least? If so, we can go do something together. Yeah, the shock took care of it pretty quickly. Do you have any plans for where we can go? Well, I know most of the displays and whatnot in the school are. I've been in charge of their paperwork and all. Wait. At the end of the story, we need to get Dirk to get people to stop commenting so he can see our jokes. Oh, God. I am excited. Wait, C... Oh. C word blocked. Okay. I was thinking of, like, pluses for some reason. I'm like, C++ blocked? I'm like, what? What's the point of that? Sorry, I've been doing too much comp sci. Hey, anyway. Great. Anything fun or interesting? There are a few I want to visit. I didn't think I'd have time, but it could work out. Sure, lead the way. Are you sure? Don't you have any places you'd like to go? I've been roaming the festival on my own since day one. I've already visited a lot of the places. I'd just like to let you take the lead and have fun if that's alright. Certainly more than alright. I don't mind taking the lead. Great. Where are we going to go to? Well, the cooking club has a master class going on. It could be fun. Master class? Oh no. Oh god. No. Please help. I'm so thirsty right now, but I know this is a terrible idea. What if the plot twist is that Shuichi's a good cook when he gets the right instructions? If only he could cook like he did his paperwork. Yeah, it's supposed to be taken in pairs, but they teach you a lot of the neat stuff. I thought it would be a fun thing for us to do together. I see. My life is forfeit, isn't it? Oh boy. And he's out of the glasses. When we reach the cooking club's room, there are quite a few people hanging out outside the door and chatting as if they were waiting for something. Shuichi took out his glasses before we left the student council room, which I found a bit of a pity. Agreed. He looks pretty handsome in those. A single girl is sitting on a chair next to the door with an apron and a clipboard. Hi, are you a member of the club? The girl, a canary, smiles at us and nods, getting up from her seat. Yes, are you two here to sign up for their masterclass? We are. Are there still any openings? Only a few left for the class starting in 10 minutes. We're cleaning up the kitchen right now after the last class finished up. That's great. How much does it cost? It's 4,000 yen for the classes. That covers the cost of materials. The cleaning after, that covers the cost of materials, the cleaning after, etc. Will that be all right? Sure, no problem. 20 a person. That's pretty much $20 a person. That's how much our. It's like my community college team, like we'd do like grass volleyball tournaments and do like little fundraisers for that for our team, and we'd basically make it like $40 a pair or basically $20 a person. It's a great deal, and they're trying to get food now for it, which would be really hype. Actually, like to bring food, not like actually have food trucks or anything, because stupid school rules and bureaucracy. Shuichi pulls out his wallet and fishes out two 20 or two 2,000 yen bills. Hang on, you're not paying all of it by yourself. Oh, don't do this. Don't be the guy who tries to be your friend, ends up paying for everything, and doesn't ever go Dutch with you. I had a problem with that one time, and I just, even when I kept saying, okay, I'm gonna pay for this, I'm gonna pay for this, I'm gonna pay for this, he ends up paying for me instead. It's like, we're just friends. We were even just friends. Sorry, that was just me venting about something, but that's just kind of my note, word to the wise, like, you want to start out going Dutch with people, and only, like, once you start dating, I don't know, maybe, like, a couple of weeks or so, even, like, maybe 2 weeks, whatnot, depends on how fast you guys are going, but I think when you start dating, I think it makes more sense to, you know, do this where you pay for the other person. So, hang on, you're not paying all of it by yourself. Why not? It's no big deal. The girl happily takes the money that was offered and puts it inside a small fanny pack she was carrying under her apron. All right, may I take your names, please? Shuichi Urata and Nico Mishimaya. Her smile widens as she nods at us energetically. Oh, the student council, the student council presidents? Thank you for dealing with our little issue with the chemistry club. It was driving us all insane. I didn't really do anything. It was the whole team. Regardless, thank you so much. It's gone a lot more pleasant after those fumes stopped invading our kitchen. Now, if you two could wait outside for a few minutes, you'll be called in shortly. Thank you. We leave the girl be and lean against the far wall of the corridor. You really have to stop with this habit of trying to pay for everything. I don't try to pay for everything. Besides, what's wrong with me treating you? You're constantly pushing Jun-kun into letting you pay for his stuff. Well, that's different. Why? Because don't try to change the subject. Wow, your skill with words rivals that of the bards of yore. Very moving speech indeed. Shut up. As though commandeth mine liege. Please don't try to imitate a bard's flowery speech now. Like Gyoff bard from the Hayseed Knight, coming out probably in like a month or so, according to the creator of the game. Yeah, I've been following their Twitter recently, and basically they said that they are just about to finish the script. They just need to proofread it right now, and then they can get the voice acting stuff done, like maybe around this time in like the upcoming month or two. So yeah, I'm really hyped to play that again, like the chapter 3 and on. Anyway, mimicry. How dareth thee slander this humble minstrel with thine foul lies? I swear to God, I'm going to ditch you. Also, I'm half convinced most of the stuff you're speaking is gibberish. It could be. I don't really know. Hell, I'm not even sure what I was saying. You're a dork. Aw, they're both dorks. They're a perfect dork couple. I love it. Sure am. Shoichi leans closer to me, putting a hand on my shoulder and whispering into my ear. But I'm your dork, so you should get used to it. Oh my god, that reminds me of a story where my brother and his girlfriend basically were playing a game of Cards Against Humanity or whatever, and she plays like this really funny card or whatever, and basically like, out of like humor or whatever, my brother says to her, "You're a bitch," and she's like, "But I'm your bitch." And the whole crowd just not cried, but the whole group just bursted out into laughing. And by whole crowd, it was just me there. We all laughed, though. It was fun. Shoichi boy dummy thick. He's got upper body strength, man. Eddie's got mental strength. Heartbeat. I see. We're going to start with the next class. Will people please enter the room as I call out your names? Once we were inside, I get a good look at the kitchen. I think the only time I'd been here before was when class rep borrowed the place so she could prepare her nasty concoctions during her pitch for the festival. All the pans are shiny and neatly stacked. Every kitchen island has a supply of fresh produce, meats, and all other kinds of products required to cook. Oh god, you're making me so hungry, I need to eat dinner! I'm surprised just how neat and organized this place is, considering they apparently had been hosting multiple cooking classes a day. Hold on, let me just scoot this over. Skirt! We've been going for an hour and 20. Okay. Whoever their president is, they must run a pretty tight ship, so to speak. Alright. I want every pair to man an island. Every island is fully equipped with an oven, gas burners, and enough counter space for the duo to work on. The instructor, a busty deer with a pair of round, pink-framed glasses. Oh, it's a busty deer. Oh, busty. I gave her a totally man voice. Whoopsies. Wearing a laced apron, stands in front of the class. Her own counter is flipped from ours so she can access all of its features while looking at us. The lesson will last for 3 hours. During this time, you guys will learn to prepare a 3-course meal. Here are the dishes we'll teach you all to make. I don't know what this voice is, but it's so weird. Why not? She wastes no time in beginning her explanation. Grabbing her chef's knife, she pulls out a whole chicken, and begins to carve it as she speaks. It better be boneless. First, we will work on our chicken. We will extract from it all the meats we will need for our appetizer and our entree. Gripping your knife like this, you'll make an incision here and... For what it's worth, she is very thorough in her explanation. She points out a few sheets on each of the counters containing the recipes we'll be preparing today. Shoichi and I both put on a couple aprons that were provided to us by the cooking club. Both are white aprons, very plain too. They don't have any flower patterns like the instructors. Hey, you look pretty cute with that. Thanks. How about you get started on that chicken? Don't let him do it. Me? Alright then. I leave Shoichi with the task of carving the meat, mostly because I'll work on the other half, or the other stuff in the meantime, and I doubt he can screw up carving a chicken carcass. Wait till you see. Let's see. Wow, these dishes sound fancy. Yeah, what are we going to be preparing? Let's focus on the appetizer first. A wild mushroom and chicken breast ragout. How the hell do you pronounce that? Ragout? Google, help! There's there's syllables. Not syllables, there's accents! Yeah, screwed. A highly seasoned... Oh, that's how you spell ragu? Are you kidding me? What the frick? A highly seasoned dish of meat cut into... That sounds so good. I want to make ragu now. Oh my god. That's something I need to cook when I start cooking for myself. Ooh, there's a mushroom ragu. Wild mushroom... Oh, that's perfect. The second photo on the Bing search shows you that. Yes, I'm using Bing because my Firefox loves to randomly make me use Bing for some reason. I don't know why, but it just does. And I still can't see the chat on YouTube. I can see it through my OBS. Ragu. Such a fancy way of saying ragu. served on the top of Italian bread toast. Ragu? What's that? I can imagine him saying it like in Japanese. It's just like ragu, ragu. I've never made it before, so I'm gonna be going into this blind too. It's supposed to be a really thick sauce. Thick sauce. That's usually paired up with pasta or bread. Shoichi just tries to make ragu for dinner. Shoichi, where's the sauce? Oh, God. That sounds pretty nice. Oh, wait. According to the instructions, we're gonna have to make fresh pasta dough for the entree. What the fuck? Since that will need a few minutes to rest, I suppose I should get to it first. That means I'll have to leave Shuichi to do a bunch of stuff while I prepare the dough. Fingers crossed he doesn't kill us. We have a killer on our hands. Okay, I'll leave you to carve the chicken and slice the mushrooms and vegetables. Just make sure you stick to the recipe, okay? No fun little additions. Oh, I was already thinking of ways I could spice this up and improve it. Let's just stick to the recipes, okay? Besides, the ingredients we're provided are measured for these exact recipes. If you try to change them, then something will have to go without. That's a fair point. I wouldn't want to ruin one recipe to make another one better. I think you mean you'd ruin two recipes. I'll get to work on the pasta dough. Be careful with that knife. Slice! No problem. Have you ever made pasta dough before, by the way? Not really. This will be a first for me, too. Here. Do try not to screw it up. I don't want to hear that from you. Let's see. I need to measure out the ingredients here. It seems pretty simple. Let me put this recipe here. I want to know this recipe. Fresh pasta dough. I'm sorry, I'm going off to college and I want to cook my own stuff. Fresh the pasta dough. 100 grams of 00 flour. 100 grams of semolina flour, and 2 eggs. Pretty basic. Cool. I'm gonna make my own fresh pasta, just to spite everybody. I'm surprised it doesn't call for any salt in the dough. That would be my add-on, though. I guess that's because it'll already absorb salt while cooking in the water. Yeah, that's what I do when I cook my pasta. It tastes really good. By the way, what's the pasta dough for? Are you going to make spaghetti? No, the entree is supposed to be chicken alfredo with squash ravioli. Man, forming these is going to be a chore. Chicken alfredo with squash? We're just going to be preparing Western foods? I thought we'd be doing Japanese stuff. I don't think people would pay for a masterclass where they learn to cook stuff they already eat at home every day. Fair point. I make a flour well inside the bowl and pour the 2 mixed eggs in the center, just like the recipe says so. Okay. I am so sorry, guys. I am following the recipe. Okay. Pour flour and eggs into mix up beforehand into the center, into bowl. Okay, I don't think I've needed dough of any kind before, so I'm a bit wary of dunking my hands in there. I start off by mixing it with a wooden spoon until it forms a shaggy dough. Mix until it's a shaggy dough. I am going to like put this in my comments if anybody wants to make fresh pasta dough. I have no shame in putting this up. I'm just gonna put it on my desktop. Fresh pasta dough recipe. I'm going to make my own pasta, dang it! I start off by mixing it with a wooden spoon until it forms a shaggy dough. Mixed with wooden spoon. Okay. When it gets too hard to keep mixing like this, I give up and decide to go by hand. Once it's too hard to mix, knead the dough. The feeling of it sticking to my fingers is certainly weird. The instructor goes over everyone's counters, checking up on their progress and giving them tips on what to do. That's good. The instructor. That's good. Don't be afraid to really get in there. Don't use your fingers so much. Use the bottom part of your palm to gently push the dough down and away from you. Yes, like that. That's the recipe I use to make my own pasta. Oh, that's so cool, Basket. I've used it for my spaghetti, fettuccine, and lasagna. You make your own lasagna? Dude, you're awesome. Dude, look here. I gotta get these recipes. Okay. Use bottom part of palm. Gently push down and away. Parentheses. Yeah, like that. Number 3. Profit. It's actually much harder to knead it than I thought it would be. Do I need to do this? Sorry, I had to. It's not super difficult or anything, but for something made out of just flour and eggs, I expected it to be soft like putty. I'm gonna get started on the mushrooms now. You've already carved the chicken? It didn't take that long. It mostly came apart on its own. I look over at his station to check on his progress and... That's... Instead of getting clean pieces of meat out, he completely mangled and shredded the chicken. Hold on. Good job, Shoichi. MVP, what? Man, good job. Gold star, MVP. Good job, man. Love it. There are even a few pieces of bone still protruding from the meat. I said boneless chicken. I want my ragu boneless. Oh god, that meme is so funny. I was joking around with that with my friend the other day, like right before my comp sci final, ironically. We were doing Hangman, and we did a Hangman that was, the category was memes, and he did boneless chicken. Oh, you gotta have the base on the boneless. Mangle chicken. Of course, you have to mangle the chicken. I'm just writing down the fresh pasta dough right now. I should make a new document. If Basket is nice enough to end up writing the recipe on this video, I could end up making ragu, and I'd be so excited to make ragu. New document just in case. Back to the fresh pasta dough. Did you even pay attention to her explanation? Look at the chicken. It looks nothing like hers. I mean, I didn't see the point in spending so much time to get nice looking pieces when we're gonna shred it anyway to use in the dishes. The point is that you're supposed to be learning a skill here. Meh, that's overrated. How often am I going to be carving a chicken in real life anyway? God. Shoichi, no. I can't imagine, like, Shoichi going to college and trying to live in an apartment with somebody. Like, he would be the worst cook for them. He's like, hey guys, I'm gonna make dinner tonight. No, it's fine. It's fine, we'll make dinner tonight. Don't worry, Shoichi, we're good. We can make it. Where's the lamb sauce? I knew somebody was gonna say that. Anyway, why did you ask me to come here with you if you have no intent to do things right? By the way, what's the difference between a wild mushroom and a regular mushroom? I wonder. I'm curious about that. Sees he's. He's obviously not even a bit interested in actually learning stuff. What if I told a ridiculous lie about it? Would he buy it? We must save. I want to know the truth. I'm sorry, I'm a goody tissues, according to Howley. I'm just a goody tissues. This is so tough. I don't want to ruin his reputation, but low key, if we, I want to see what the truth is, though. Imagine that you yeeted Shoichi out of the kitchen when he's about to cook. Yes, Jaro. Oh my god. I would totally tease him, but then go back. I want to hear this lie, though. I want to figure out the truth later on my own, but goddamn, I want to see. I want to mess with him. Maybe. Oh, they're a special type of mushroom when ingested make your hormones go all wild. They're said to be a great aphrodisiac and also boost energy levels. Oh my god. I would totally buy that. Wow, really? So, are they used to make those market aphrodisiacs? Oh yeah, the mushrooms are processed in factories and turned into liquid extracts. They add some of it into energy drinks too. No, don't do this. You're gonna screw yourself over so much, Nico. I'm totally calling it that he's gonna put mushrooms in one of Nico's drinks in the future. It's why they're so good at keeping you energized. Oh, wow. Wait, you think that's why I always get a bit excited after my games? Because of the mushrooms? I think it's the other shrooms, Shuichi. Could be. Some people are more susceptible to the effects than others. And since your heart is running really fast for a long time during those, the chemicals might travel your body much easier because hormones travel through your bloodstream. That's something I knew because I had to answer that on my test today. Oh, wow. Now it all makes sense. Oh my god, I can't believe he's buying this. Shuichi, you're such a gullible dork, my god. Be careful with how much you put in there. It would be awkward if we were both walking around with... You know. Don't worry, I'll be mindful of it. Thanks. Alright, I need to get to chopping these. Make sure you cut as much of the stems out as you can. You only really eat the cap. True. One thing I do is that I'll pull off the stem if it's short enough or long enough. Because instead of having to, scoop it out with a knife, I sometimes find it easier to kind of twist and pull. Fun fact for me. Really? That sounds like a waste. Hold on. I'm gonna just... Okay, that just went too low. I'm going to type out the chicken and wild mushroom ragu. Even if I don't get it on here, I low-key want to make chicken and wild mushroom ragu. I don't know how much chicken, but... Low-key basket, you're gonna need to tell me this someday. Blank amount of chicken. Blank amount of wild mushrooms. One best boy. I don't know what else there is. That's all for now. Step 1. Set the house on fire. I'm sorry I'm taking up so much time for this cooking scene. I'm getting so into this. And it's probably because I haven't eaten since, 2? I'm starving. I went on a hike too. Really? That sounds like a waste. With most mushrooms, the stem is very chewy and fibrous. I actually like the stem. Not very tasty, and the texture is kind of bad. I object. Yo, it's like, yo, Basket, you there? Yes. Of course, Wolfstar has to get his attention. But yeah, Basket, someday I gotta get that chicken and wild mushroom recipe. I would die for it, honestly, to have a killer chicken wild mushroom ragu. So not very tasty, and the texture is kind of bad. Oh, yeah. Wouldn't want that. I'll make sure to cut them out. Oh, hey, your dough's looking pretty good. It's really round and kind of shiny. While we are talking, I continue to knead the dough as best as I can. I'm imagining myself kneading the dough. Kneading the dough with the bottom of my palms. ASMR. It took me a while, but it managed to all come together into a cohesive ball of dough, which I'm really proud of. Hold on, let me type something. F. Let's pay tribute to Nico's upcoming death from Shoichi's cooking. But it came into a cohesive ball of dough, which I'm really proud of. Who the hell would step on Nico? Dyer, don't step on Nico. Bad Dyer. The recipe says to let it rest for 30 minutes before I can open it and fill it up. Let me Google chicken and wild mushroom ragu again. What does it look like again? Because it looked so good, but I just don't know. I want to see how the spaghetti looked. I'm going to start on the ragu since it's already finished with the chicken. Okay. Let rest for 30 minutes. Okay. Sure, feel free to. Just tell me what to do next. Can you chop the onions, shallots, and garlic while I work on this? Happy to. Oh god, that was loud. Sliced mushrooms, sliced chicken, and a bunch of other stuff probably. Ragu sauce. Ooh, that looks so good on DVO.com. Not advertising them or anything, but just something I just found through Bing, of all places. Thank you, Bing. I know when that hotline Bing. Oh god, they even give me a recipe. I want 20 servings. Okay. Alright, let me see it. Actually, no, wait. Let me. No, get out of the way. I want to see it. Alright, so. Sorry, I'm distracting you guys too much. Back to the reading. Nico is just another way to say my name. Oh, that's fun. So, I toss some butter and oil into the skillet, mixing in the mushrooms and making sure to saute them slowly. Saute. Accent mark. Saute mushrooms with butter and oil. I don't know how much. I would say 1 tablespoon. Where does it say butter? 2 to 4. Okay. Okay. 2 to 4 tablespoons butter. And how much oil? I know olive oil is going to be in there somewhere. That's fine. I could just leave it as butter. Everything's better with butter. Anyway. I toss some butter and oil into the skillet, mixing the mushrooms and making sure to saute them slowly. I'd probably put a tablespoon of oil. 1 tablespoon oil? Question mark? Anyway. Mushrooms take a while to cook, or at least the regular supermarket variety. I don't know how long these take. Well, at least the good thing is that overcooking mushrooms is very difficult to do. Yeah, agreed. I make sure to stir them constantly while adding a few more knobs of butter as I go to keep it from drying out. Once I think they look about done, I add in the shredded chicken, the balsamic or the minced garlic and shallots, some red wine vinegar, and some balsamic vinegar, as well as salt and pepper. Okay, so shredded. Okay, it should be shredded. Anyway, so blank amount of minced garlic, blank, 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 red wine vinegar. Ooh, that sounds so good. I love red wine vinegar. Ooh, and balsamic. Oh, God. I may have to adjust this later on. Then add shredded chicken. Minced garlic. Oh God, I zoomed in. What am I doing? Like shallots. Minced garlic, shallots. Red wine vinegar. Balsamic vinegar. Okay, step 2. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I'm really just into this. Next line. Wow, that's a lot of cream that goes into this recipe. Together with the Alfredo, we're probably gonna have a heart attack from all this cream and butter. Ooh, sounds so good. Here's hoping we don't die from it. Oh wow, this smells really good. Yeah, I'm supposed to cook it down until it gets thick and creamy. Oh, can you cut the bread onto slices so it can toast in the oven? Sure, it'll be done with the squash in just a bit. Things have been going much smoother than I thought they would. Shoichi's being really well behaved, all things considered. I thought for sure he'd be trying to sneak weird things into the food, but he hasn't so much as a peep about it the whole time. This is really nice. I think I might be seducing Dirk with something other than husbandos. You are low key, honestly. I love food though. Like I am a foodie type of person. Like if you can get me with like Asian, Italian, maybe even some Mexican. What else? Like definitely love my Italian. Even some like Middle Eastern foods, like there's like grape leaves, quinoa, or not quinoa, grape leaves, couscous. That stuff is so good. Anyway, yeah, I'm starving to say the least. So yeah, this is really nice. Cooking right next to him and working together, it's relaxing. Wow, this bread is a bit stale. Some people believe stale bread makes for better toast. That is really dumb. I think they're both the same. And if the bread gets too stale, then it just becomes unsalvageable. Why does it get stale in the first place? Like, how does it work? It's too tempting. I can seduce Dirk with food? I need a library. Oh, God. You guys. Yeah, that's how I kind of got seduced the last time. With the same person that kept trying to pay for me. It's just like, kept going to good food places and he kept paying for me. I showed him my local ice cream joint. He showed me his local sandwich shop. He kept paying for everything. I was like, food though. Sorry. I sound like a gold digger saying that. Drago, you're making me hungry. Stop. What kind of dog is Shoichi? He's a husky. We all know what rhymes with husky? So, it's pretty simple actually. Bread is made with yeast, right? Well, as the bread gets older, the yeast inside of it grows and starts sucking up all the water inside. Oh, God. Really? Sometimes you open up those old. Wait, did I lie? Yeah, I lied. Okay. Really? Sometimes you open up those old loaves of bread and you see huge holes in them inside, right? Yeah. That's the area the yeast already ate. It leaves those big holes inside because it ate the bread from the inside out. And once it grows enough, it starts to change color. That's also why the bread gets moldy. Ew, I've had bread like that before. Hell, I've had bread come straight from the bakery like that. Oh, that happens when they heat old bread so they can resell it. I don't think I'll ever be able to eat bread again. Don't let this discourage you. Just make sure to only pick from reputable stores. I'm really scared about this bread we're supposed to be working with now. Alright, I'm putting the slices in the oven now. Hopefully it doesn't burn. There's a timer right here on top of the table. Just use that. Sets the whole room on fire. Oh, good idea. The ragu should be ready in a few minutes. Can you keep stirring this while I start working on the filling for the ravioli? Ravioli, ravioli, give me the formioli. How come I'm only in charge of prepping and stirring stuff? I want to actually do some cooking too. Oh, you do? That's... Uh-oh. Come on, you're hogging all the fun parts. All the ingredients for the entree are already prepared. I can cook it while you stir. That's... an idea. You guys are so close, blue skies. The word that rhymes with husky, Shoichi. Oh, God. Apusky dusky husky. Oh my God, that is a long name, lied. You and your Welsh terms. Great. I'll get to work on it. Wait. I didn't say I agreed to it. Let's see. It says here to cook the squash in a separate pan until it's soft. I can put that to boil on the side while I work on the rest. Huh. This Alfredo sauce thing doesn't sound very difficult. Yeah, just remember you need to cook it until it's a bit thick since it'll be used as filling. Can't be too runny in that situation. That's a fair point. Alrighty. I'll just cook the onions in the butter until they start getting golden. I mostly use breast meat for the ragu. Since the ravioli is the main dish, I thought they'd go better with the thigh meat. Thick thighs save lives. Just make sure to remove any and all pieces of bone once you shred it, okay? Don't worry about me so much. I've got this. You have never given me any reason to believe you when you say that. In fact, you being confident about it just scares me even more because I'm afraid you're gonna mess up because you're not paying enough attention to what you're doing. I suddenly feel this rumbling feeling in my pit of my stomach, and it's not nice. Same. Shoichi diligently stirs and works on his skillet. Since I'm trying to pay attention to my ragu, I can't really keep an eye on him while he does that. Oh God, Bulgy. Where's Badger when you need him? I'll just pray nothing goes wrong. Hey, I have a technical question. Yeah, what is it? How do I know when the onion and butter are done? Wait, you're still just stirring the onion and butter together? Yeah, it said here to stir until golden, but the butter kept turning browner, so I just waited until it got golden. I look over to his skillet and it's a mess. Dear God, it even smells weird. How did he even manage to do that? Wait, how did he mess it up? Wait. I don't think you're supposed to stir the onion and butter together. I think you wait for it to melt and then you saute it. Yeah. Because basically we saute. When I make a special rice where I include like pasta noodles in it, I call it or it's called vermicelli. It's like a recipe I got for my family, and basically you saute noodles, and then once you saute the noodles, you pour in the water, wait for that to boil, then pour in the rice, then mix that with the noodles, and it's like rice and noodles. It's really good. Basket, that is my one recommendation for you. Rice with vermicelli, or vermicelli rice, I think it's called. Basically, rice with angel hair noodles. Do it with angel hair; it's really good. So it's way overcooked. You burned the butter. Just put this into the sink and start again. Oh, really? I thought I was doing so well. Shoichi, if you're having questions, just call the instructor. She's doing rounds and helping people, but she can't know you need help if you don't ask. I don't think I needed help. I'm really gonna have to babysit him through this process, aren't I? Bless me. At least if he manages to cook something edible, I'll already be happy. I think it'll be the first time ever. Heh. The prospect is pretty exciting for sure. Am I gonna sneeze again? Maybe. Maybe. No. Alright, I'm gonna chop another onion and try this again. This time remember, only the onion needs to turn golden, not the butter. How do you turn the butter brown? You don't just stick the whole butter in there. You stick, the tablespoon separately, stir the butter in, let it melt. Then you put the food in, like the onion. Oh, you're fasting right now. I forget what the holiday is called. Is it like Ramadan or something like that? Outer plays. I know there were a couple of people in my comp sci class that were celebrating that and like fasting too. So yeah. This time remember, only the onion needs to turn golden, not the butter. Got it. I'll try not to mess up again. Sorry. I'm pretty much done with the ragu. I'm gonna get started on the dessert. Ugh, I'm gonna get started on the dessert. Oh yeah? What's the dessert supposed to be? You. Says here that it's supposed to be an apple puff pastry turnover. Thank God they're providing us with the puff pastry, because that would be a bitch to make from scratch. Is it really that bad? I don't bake all that often, but I did see a few videos on pastries and there were so many steps to making it, my head was spinning. Yikes. Not good. Yeah, I'll stick to store-bought pastries for this. Just need to peel and chop the apples into chunks and then prepare a brown sugar syrup. That sounds so good! Ah! Man, there's going to be so much food when we're done. Isn't that kind of the point? Food is good after all. I guess that's true. I'm looking forward to tasting it. Yeah, just keep your eyes on what you're making. We don't need any more burned butter. Oh shit! Yeah, he didn't even notice that his butter and onions were starting to get a bit overdone. Baby steps, I guess. Okay, I'm adding the other vegetables and the chicken now. Careful, just don't dunk stuff into the skillet, otherwise some butter could splash off and scald you. Right. I think this is the first time he ever had someone supervising him while he cooks. His knife skills aren't the best, and he doesn't pay much attention to what he's doing. But both of these things can be remedied. Yay. Redemption arc. I am getting the maddest food gasms right now. It's 8:17 and I'm starving. And I kind of sort of promised my friends that I'd go out with them after this. But I don't know if I can. I'm feeling so bad now if I miss it. They're all gonna go like Denny's afterwards, but still. And I turned my phone off into airplane mode. Let me see if they texted me. It's the unnecessary additions that screw things over. Congratulations on the finishing school. Thanks, Dad. Then my parents. Alright, nothing from my friends yet. Surprised. Maybe they called me? Let me turn off airplane mode for a second. So, moving on, next line. Since he's not allowed to do that here, we should hopefully get something edible. And if not, well, he looks pretty cute when he's squirming, trying to not mess up stuff on the burner. I'm kind of getting the urge to tickle and tease him a little bit, but I'll avoid doing that when he's handling a hot pan. It's weird. When I think of it, we're dating now. Like, things haven't changed that much, but when I look at him now, I feel different than before. I'm not confused or conflicted over it anymore either. At this point, I'm pretty sure that I really do have feelings for him. Hell, he's such a dork. I want to kiss him so bad right now. Are you okay? You've been staring at me without doing anything for a few minutes. Oh, right. I was, thinking I needed to prepare for the turnovers. Isn't your syrup done yet? Let me check. Hopefully it's okay. Yikes. And I was just giving him crap for not paying attention to his pots, too. Yeah, it's fine. It's at the perfect consistency, actually. I'm gonna drop my apples inside now with a bit of cinnamon. Oh my god, you're making me so hungry. I love cinnamon dipped and syrup dipped stuff like that with apples, like apple pie. Oh my god. I just had a foodgasm, I'm sorry. Recipe doesn't sound too complicated. It's not. The complicated part will be stuffing the raviolis. We're gonna have to do them together, the two of us. Sure. I work on cooking the apples down a bit while I open the puff pastry and cut into the shapes for the turnovers. After that, it's not all that difficult. This pastry is pretty nice to work with, and I can put them together pretty easily. Okay, gonna put these in the oven to bake. Did you already get the toast out? Yeah, you're fine. I put them all neatly on top of parchment paper and inside a baking tray and slide it inside the oven. Thanks to the toast, the oven is already preheated too, so that helps. I'm gonna open the pasta dough now. How's the filling going? Okay, Basket says, I have to say, I had hoped to make some people squirm and moan while playing the game, but I didn't imagine it happening like this. Oh my god. You're welcome. Maybe. I'm enjoying it. I'm just having a good time. Like, even though I'm really hungry, I am thinking about all the foods I like. I was going to do like a barbecue thing with like my friends on Sunday, and my parents were like, "Yo, what do you guys want to do for dessert?" I was just like, I don't know. What should I do? Now I want to have apple pie or apple turnovers for it. Like, that would be so good with the dessert. And especially to have that with, like, vanilla ice cream. Even, especially, like, the Haagen-Dazs ice cream. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm doing it again. Okay, before I get too sidetracked, or too seductive, how's the filling going? I just added the cooked squash to it. Can you taste to make sure the seasoning is okay? Sure. Shoichi grabs a spoon and puts a bit of everything from the filling on it, hovering it in front of my mouth. I blow on it a few times so as not to scald my tongue before eating it. A little more cheese would be nice. Alright, I'll add it in. As soon as it melts and incorporates, we can get started on stuffing. Not so fast. You need to chill the filling a bit first, otherwise you'd cook the pasta before even putting it in the boiling water. Wait, what? You need to chill the filling a bit first, otherwise you'd cook the pasta before even putting it in the boiling water. Oh, okay. So it's like you put this sauce on the pasta and then into the pot. Oh, interesting. Cool. Oh, that's true. We still have about an hour and 40 minutes to spare, so that gives us plenty of time to chill it while we plate the ragu toast. Just make sure to let the filling cool down before you put it in the fridge. Got it. I open the pasta as thinly as I can on the pasta roller. At one point, it starts to get really thin and delicate, so I need Shuichi's help handling it to avoid ripping. It's a bit of work to get it through, but it comes out fine. Alright, just need to cut them into circles and cover them all with plastic film so it doesn't dry out. Oh god, you've missed a lot, Charles. Handling the pasta dough is kind of like playing around with Play-Doh. You should have touched it when I was still kneading it. It really felt like playing with Play-Doh. What's our yield in this recipe? I don't know the exact amount. We're cutting them sort of big, so can't be that many. Still, we opened the dough so thin that it became quite long. We ended up having to cut in multiple sheets because it was getting too problematic to handle it. Let's get started on playing the appetizer. I can't wait to taste it. Sure. Our toast is very dry and golden and crunchy, so it looks pretty nice. I try to put the ragu on top in a way that it doesn't look too messy. I sprinkle a bit of grated Parmesan cheese and finely chopped herbs to garnish. Oh god, it's so good! This looks pretty good. It looks pretty tasty. Should we call the instructor over to try? Yeah. Looks like a few other pairs are finishing plating their appetizer too. The instructions were all made so we should finish right about now anyway. Yeah, but a few people are still lagging behind. My guess is those are the ones that either had to start over due to mistakes or are just slower because they don't have much experience. I also had to start over at some point though. Yeah, but you only had to throw away some butter and onion. Barely any time wasted with that. Fair enough. I raise my hand trying to get the attention of the instructor so she can come over and try her dish. Oh, you boys are finished too? Let me try it out and see how you did. She uses a fork and knife to cut a small piece, quickly putting it in her mouth. Damn it. Immediately she smiles, nodding appreciatively at the two of us. This is very good. The seasoning is perfect and it's very creamy. Good job. How are you doing on the other two? The turnovers are baking, and we're waiting on for the ravioli filling to cool a bit before we can stuff them. Give me the formioli. I kind of messed up on the filling at first, but he had me fix it. She nods, smile still on her face. That's very good. One tip I'll give you is that if you didn't leave big chunks in the filling, you could use a piping bag to fill it more precisely and making less of a mess. Wait, so a piping bag. Interesting. Is that so? Shoichi, how chunky is the filling you made? I think it could fit in a piping bag. I'm not too sure. You could also fill it with a regular spoon if you're not sure. It's just a tiny bit harder to be precise with it. Thanks. I appreciate the advice. She nods once again and walks off to another duo station. I guess we just wait for the turnovers to bake and the filling to cool. Pretty much. Hopefully it won't be long. 1 hour later. The ravioli seem to be done. Help me drain them and plate them up. Sure thing. Thing continued going smoothly for the two of us. Wait, is my voice still working? Oh no. Is my audio still working? Okay, it looks like it's still working. Anyway. With the class nearly coming to an end, we were rushing to plate up the last of our dishes. I do have to congratulate Shoichi on the ravioli filling. I tried a bit of it before piping it into the pasta dough, and the texture and flavor were pretty good. I can't believe Shoichi, of all people, actually managed to cook something good. What an anomaly. Here, a bit of grated cheese on top for garnish. Shouldn't we add some kind of sauce to the outside too? It looks kind of dry. The sauce on the inside is already pretty creamy. You don't want to down the plate in sauce. if you say so.
We have 3 more minutes before the end of class. I'm going to start going through the stations that have already finished plating their last dishes to try them.
Good thing we're not super late, otherwise I'd be freaking out hearing that countdown. Thankfully, we haven't had many hiccups during the process. There. Done. Nice. With a bit of time to spare, too.
Alright, let me see what you boys prepared.
She walks up to us and eyes our last 2 dishes.
I'll try the ravioli first. Oh, the pasta is very tender and soft, cooked perfectly. The inside is pretty creamy. It even oozes out a little bit. That's good.
She cuts off a piece and tastes it. Immediately, her face lights up and she squeals quietly.
Yes, this is very good. Very creamy. The sauce is very rich. There's a good ratio of sauce to meat to squash inside the ravioli. Seems like they were distributed pretty uniformly. I'll try the apple turnover now.
The pastry makes a lot of crunchy sounds as she cuts a piece, which seems to make her quite happy.
You hear the sound when I run my knife on top of the pastry? It's dried out and crunched up nicely. The color is also good. It's a very appealing golden brown. Let's see how it tastes.
She moves her head quite a bit as she's tasting. It seems like she's pondering something.
The flavor is pretty good. You did a bang-on job on that. My only issue with it is the apples are a tad on the mushy side. I think you might have cooked them too long before stuffing the turnovers.
Uh-oh. I was the one who made the turnovers, so it was my mistake.
Just keep that in mind when making the sort of recipe that you want the apples to still have a bite to them before you put them in the oven. Otherwise, it'll become mush.
Gotcha. Thanks. She nods, walking away to taste the plates from the rest of the class. Blah, I messed up. Oh, don't feel bad. Everyone makes mistakes. Besides, it still looks delicious. Let's eat it before it gets cold. You're right. Let's. Oh my god, Ronan. Thanks for the compliment. I was just going for the worst voice I possibly could for this person. Like, I did their voice, I was like doing it as a man originally, then it was a busty deer. I was like, oh shoot, let me try to make it a woman, so it's a very deep voice like this. And then just went ham on it. So, having a good time. We enjoy our food in the last few minutes of class. Everything came out pretty amazing. I think my favorite was the ravioli. That just tastes incredible. I still can't believe Shoichi was the one who made this filling. Although I will toot my own horn right here. The pasta was also pretty good. Even the apple turnovers were just a tiny little bit mushy. Not nearly as much as I thought they would have given the instructor's judgment. But then again, even something pretty minor can stand out if everyone else has done really well. Oh man, this is delicious. It is. I'm glad you decided to make us do this. So am I. Ah, Mishimaya, you have a bit of syrup on your face. Hang on, I'll get it. He grabs a napkin, gently rubbing it on my face to clean up the dirty spot. There. All better now. Thanks. We continue to enjoy our food until we finish every last piece. Oh man, I'm definitely feeling a bit full now. Lucky.
Thank you for coming today. I hope you enjoyed this class. If you did, please tell your friends about it. We'd really appreciate it.
Oh god. That was too good. All right, so, oh man, it got really dark while we were in there. We did spend 3 hours inside. Everything is already dying down for the day. I don't think there's much we could do here anymore. Yeah, you're right. How about we just head home? Maybe you could stay over for a bit. I would love to, but you have to remember I have a curfew now. Oh, right. I could still walk you home. Okay. There's quite a lot of movement in the streets at this time of the night. Probably because of the school festival is a really popular event this time of year. There's a cool breeze blowing, gently ruffling our furs as he walked together under the night sky. I hope you had fun today. Shuichi breaks the peaceful silence we were in up until now. When I look to the side, I can see him eyeing me with a smile. I did. I was really afraid of straining you by asking us to spend time together. I'm glad that wasn't the case. You're my best friend. Or you're my boyfriend. Spending time with you is one of my favorite things to do. He gently squeezes my hand for a second before pulling away once more. He's probably wary of being too affectionate in the middle of the busy street. To be honest, it made me pretty happy to have you come with me today. Or come to me today. What do you mean? Well, I always tend to be the one dragging you around everywhere. And after we started dating, part of me was really worried you weren't really liking it and was just afraid of saying something. I mean no offense by saying this. It's just that had been your MO so far, and it was hard for me to not think that was the case, or for me not to think that was the case. Oh. I looked down at the floor, focusing on my feet, walking step by step. For some reason, I suddenly feel very embarrassed. I was really upset for a while. It's really frustrating for me when I think about it. This is the first time in my life I've ever felt lost when it comes to how I'm feeling. Before you confessed to me and we started dating, I thought that maybe I had feelings for you, but at the same time that, I don't know, I wasn't sure. I've always liked spending time with you, and once I thought that, maybe you liked me, a tiny little part of me was pretty happy. I think I might have, I don't know, always liked guys. And might have just, I don't know, refused to accept it. Balled it up so much until even I couldn't notice it. It's confusing for me. I did the same though for me. Like, that was kind of personally my MO with life. Like, I just going through like high school, I kind of bottled things up. I didn't think about being gay or anything like that. It wasn't until like I started college that I was kind of like, I may be at least bisexual, possibly just gay. And then yeah, the more older I've gone, the more I've realized like I, might be gay. So yeah, that's just something personal for me. In the closet with my friends, but if they end up watching this eventually, then you know they'll know. Did you see Basket's last message? Oh, let me see. Let me see if I could read the black font. Da-da-da-da-da. Was it the one about the him never hearing somebody like orgasm like that? I still can't see it. Maybe that's just because Basket's name is like covered up. Oh, wait. What? I can't. Let me see if I can search. Okay. Six masters. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that one. I noticed it, the one about him. Me noticing. Yeah, so anyway, sorry I gave back to this. It is confusing for me. I don't blame you. I spent years telling myself my feelings for you were just friendship. It took a while for me to realize I was in love. And even longer to accept it. Yeah, but when I think about it, I really am happy getting to spend time with you like this. I I think I really do like you a lot. I guess I might have been liking you for a time now. Do you have any idea how long? Not sure. A bit under a month? Maybe more, maybe less. I just didn't notice it for a while. I can take that. Shoichi casually shoulder bumps me as we walk side by side down the street. He giggles happily, and I can't help feeling that hearing him sound so happy is wonderful. I feel butterflies in my stomach. Man, this is embarrassing to say. I look forward to seeing how things will work out between us, and I want us two to become even closer. From now on, I'm in your care. I look forward to it too. And I promise I'll take care of you for as long as you're willing to. As long as you're willing to also take care of me. Yeah. Oh, we're back home. We finally reach my house, coming to a stop in front of the gate. Kinda wish you lived a little bit farther away. Yeah. We stand motionless in our spots, neither of us seeming to want to say bye. Shuichi looks down at my eyes, and I do the same. I feel happy just having him close by. It's strange. It's it all came so suddenly, and I'm still confused by this whole thing, but I'm happy. I should probably head home already. Can't hang around here forever. Yeah, thanks for spending time with me today. It was my pleasure. Glad you had fun. No! New widget. Basket help! Shuichi leans towards me, giving me a quick peck on the lips. You be good, okay? Be good? What am I? What am I, a dog? Well, technically you are. I playfully punch him on the shoulder. Good night, Nee. I'll message you when I get home. You better. Bye-bye. I wave at Shuichi as he walks away, watching him take a turn and disappear from my sight. Once he's gone, I go inside. Oh my god, we have another day. Crap. I am starving. You guys don't mind if I pause and get some food? Because I'm starting to get a bit weary. I've never eaten between the podcasting streams. I've never eaten between streams. But we have another day at least. So, hooray. Yeah, so I'm just gonna wait for the replies to come in. So, I got Blue Skies' approval. Starve! Wait. Oh my god. I need to eat lunch too. Let me just quickly text to see if my friends ever called me, because I haven't gotten any text from them. Earlier today. Airplane mode is off. If somebody calls me, that would suck. Suck to suck. Turn on phone. Gotta eat food like you eat booty, right? Yeah. It's like... no new sorry. Oh, BJ's. If you want to tag along. Okay. I'm just gonna ask what time. I may do a late night version of this. I may put this off. I don't know, so I'm just gonna ask what time to see. Like, now? Okay, so look at my profile pic. You may also know who it is. Is that Philip? It's kind of hard to see from here. Bring it back with you. You're not used to us if you're getting sick. The thing is, if I decide to make this a two-parter, it would be the 50th episode. And I'm not sure if I want to do anything special for a 50th episode. Yeah, who's the lover? I'm so torn right now. Like, my friends are BJ's right now. And it's like, they kind of want to like meet me up there. So, yeah, I don't know if I want to just like hang out with them there and save this for tomorrow. I could call it that, but I really want to make a special part 50 with this, maybe. You know what, guys? I'm so sorry to do this, but I am going to hang out with my friends and save this for tomorrow. Especially because I don't have anything tomorrow. So, thank you guys so much for watching this and sticking through with me. I don't know what else to really say, but this was a really good episode. Even if this isn't I wouldn't call it the climax, but even like the big thing people were like, I guess, super fangirling about, I guess. Because I hear it ends pretty, well, supposedly is the rumor. So, that is all for today. And until next time, take care, guys.